Hello everyone. A little bit there, that's better. Alrighty. So today is a Weaving Wednesday, and I need to remind you once again about the year of self-care that we are running. You can find out more information at blacksheepfiberemporium.com. But don't forget to keep posting on the social media outlet of your choice and tag Black Sheep Fiber Emporium or tag us with BSFE and make sure that you are participating in our year of self-care contest. It's a monthly contest, so every month there's another option or another opportunity, I should say, to win. And I'm quite sleepy today because I had a long day yesterday, and then Ina was a little hard to get in bed, and I had to go do my chores, and then she woke up at 2:30 and 3:30 and 7 and I'm just not moving really fast today. I'm very slow, and my brain is not working very well because I'm very tired. So anyway, hi Bev. Yeah, we're inside. I would have woven outside had it been nice today, but it is rainy and damp and gray and just not very nice. So yeah, today is a Weaving Wednesday, and I'm still working on the same thing. I haven't really done much with this. I've been busy with a lot of other things, so I need to finish weaving this so I can get it off the loom and we can do a new project, because you know, it's more fun when I'm doing a new project every couple weeks, not the same one every other week. That's just not as fun. Hi Kathy. So anyway, I'm going to be a little bit slower, a little less peppy, because I'm just sleepy from Ina not sleeping through the night. She's actually not been sleeping very well for the last, it's been about a week. She wakes up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock my time almost every night. So the only thing that might be happening that I can determine is she's teething again. And she could be teething again. It kind of looks like she's got a molar coming in on each side on the upper, and then possibly, hi Abby, possibly an eye tooth on the lower. So, you know, canine. We'll see. I don't know if that's really the problem, but I'm hoping that she moves past this so I can sleep again. Because the longer we go, the less intelligent I feel. Put it that way. Sleep deprivation, it's not a pretty thing. Yes, Abby, thank you. I can't play with your toy right now, honey. I'm doing a video. Can you go take your toy? Go play with your toy. Good girl. Go play with your toy. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. The dog is like really into playing with me today. Anyway, so I reminded everybody about Year of Self-Care, so make sure you're posting for that. I did do a teeny tiny bit of work on my Mediterranean knotted lace, and I do mean teeny tiny. This is how much I have going on right now here. There. That's how much I have done. I'm just playing with it. I'm cleaning off my tatting shuttles, and then as I clean them off, I am using my needle, right, to do my knotted lace. So it's nothing like, it's just practice. It's all practice. So, and whenever I like finish a shuttle, I just stop wherever I am on my practice piece, and then I just pick a new shuttle and I clean that one off. And it's been really nice because I keep practicing my starts, which is kind of hard. And I did email Elena, and we are trying to set up a video for next week, where I will record it, and then I'll kind of cut it together and I'll post it to Facebook and YouTube, where she talks about knotted lace and her embroidered tamari balls. So that's gonna happen. hopefully next week sometime, and then hopefully within a week of that I will have it up. I don't know, we'll see. I'll do the best I can. But anyway, that's kind of the goal there. What can I tell you? I'm still weaving the same thing. I'm still trying to get my edges more even because right now they aren't very even. Let's see. I don't know. I just keep moving forward on this. I have discovered that I really like kind of pulling my loom forward. I think I've talked about this, so that the front beam kind of rests against my belly when I'm working. Is this open for my next? It is, and it's open for my next shed. Another thing that I try to do is make sure that I have enough slack in the shuttle so that when it goes through it doesn't pull too much, because that seems to be helping me as I angle, because it's really important that you angle your yarn in your shed, yeah, so that as you are weaving you can try to be more even and consistent along the sides of your piece. See, I'm not thinking very well. I'm very tired. I'm trying, but I'm failing. It's too much stuff. Too much stuff to do. So anyway, my beading still leaves a little to be desired, as do my edges, but I keep hoping that with a little more practice they will get better. So I just keep trying to practice, so that's not going to be good. This one's going to be a bad shed if I don't fix it. Yeah. That is one of my problems, is that I tend to be better with my left-hand shed than my right-hand shed. It doesn't really matter if it's the up or the down. I just happen to be better with one side versus the other. Anyhow, what do I need to tell you guys? It's just a reminder. Let's see, what did I say on Monday that we would do? I need to put the events up. That we would do some embroidery, and we would do some more Mediterranean knotted lace, and some more tatting, and we would continue alternating with the spinning and the weaving. I think that's what I said, but I'll go back and review my video just to be sure, and I'll put those events up so that you can, of course, follow along if you'd like to. And hi, Angelus. And that way you get a reminder when I go live, although I do try to be pretty consistent and precise and just go live at 3 o'clock on Monday and Wednesday every week. Always my goal. And one of these days I might walk you out into the garden. We'll see what I get done out there. And of course the ducklings come next week, so there will be ducklings on the videos either next week or the week after that, because I'm gonna have ducklings. It's very exciting. Yeah, just all kinds of like fun stuff, right, going on. Oh yeah. What else do I need to tell you? I don't know. Tina just put a bunch of new stuff in the system. A bunch. She got some new DMC stuff, and she got some new Olympus stuff from Japan. And I'm trying to think. What else we got? We've had the Handmaiden for a little bit now. The Slow Yarn Crawl passports are in, so if you haven't ordered your Slow Yarn Crawl passport, please be sure that you are doing that soon. And I need to remind the shops that they can pre-stamp that passport for sale from their shop, so that that will count as your first stop on the crawl. We did that last year, and that seemed to be kind of a hit, so I'm just going to tell them that they can go ahead and do that again. And boy, this edge is not very pretty. Oh well, we're just gonna throw it up here anyway. I'm not in the mood to backtrack, so, because you can unweave just like You can unknit. You can unweave. Which was it the Odyssey? Okay, you guys gotta help me out. Was it the Odyssey where Odysseus's wife, what was her name, was weaving, and every day she'd weave and every night she would unweave because she told her suitors that she wouldn't consider, a new husband until she finished her weaving, right? She was trying to put everybody off until Odysseus got back. I don't know. Does anybody remember that? I think I'm correct. Am I wrong? I don't remember. Somebody help me out in the comments. Somebody help me out. I think I'm right, but I'm not entirely sure. See, what have I got planned project-wise? So I'm making a pair of socks. I'm working on the Mediterranean knotted lace, just reminding myself like how to do it. I have lovely Olympus that I am going to play with. I noticed that there is a contest for the IOLI Uncon that has something to do with the moon. I need to read it a little closer, but maybe I'll share it with you guys, and we should all like pick a project and we should make something and submit it to the contest for IOLI. So I don't know, that could be fun. Something with the moon. You had two options. You could either start with a circle of fabric and build the edging out, or you could like make a, you know, circular doily. Something with the moon. So I don't know, I thought about practicing my Mediterranean knotted lace and making something. Although of course I am much more competent when it comes to tatting and knitting, I did think about making something with Mediterranean knotted lace. Because I am practicing that and trying to, you know, gain my skills back. And now Abby's bumping me in the back with her toy. I think she's really happy that I'm down here weaving and spending a little time with her and talking to all of you. So let's see, some things that I have been learning to fix my edges are making sure that I leave my loop over here on my edge, and I hold it kind of with my finger and thumb, angling my thread so I push it up almost against my heddle reed when I am working. And then I make sure that I am letting off a loop of yarn before sending my shuttle through. And I'm trying to remember to advance more often so that I'm working in kind of the same 4-inch space-ish, because doing that seems to help my tension a little bit. And oh gosh, Tina, what in the world? You, Penelope, yes, Penelope, that was it, man, Penelope. Thank you, I could not remember her name today. Oh, you're almost done with Blue Caterpillar, Kathy. That's exciting. That's nice. Really nice. And Story of the Loom symbolizes the Queen's clever tactics. For 3 years, Penelope worked at weaving a shroud for the eventual funeral of her father-in-law, Laertes. She claimed that she would eventually, she would choose a husband as soon as the shroud was completed. Google provides all. That's funny. Well, yeah, but there's all kinds of great stories about needlework, weaving, spinning, whatever, in many different mythologies, to be perfectly honest. And I find those really interesting. I like to read those just because, you know, I like my spinning and my knitting and my weaving, and then I relate to them. I relate to them more. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Should we all like try to make some contest entries for IOLI? You have to be I think you have to be a member. So if you aren't yet a member, you would have to join. But it is a great organization, and you do get 4 newsletters a year. And the cat just tried to come downstairs and spotted the dog beside me because he thought that I was down here alone and I put the dog away. And he went running back up the stairs. So that's a lucky cat. Because yes, Abby does chase poor Marshmallow. So anyway, IOLI, fun organization. They do lots of lace stuff. They have all kinds of contests and newsletters. We've got four newsletters a year, I think. Lots of fun stuff that goes on. They do free patterns and almost made it, not quite. Well, another inch and I can roll this forward and then I can have another piece that came out. I like taking the packing out because I feel like I've advanced the warp so much. It's like really satisfying. Anyway, do you think that we should, yeah, that's the right shed. Do you think that we should all like join IOLI and do the contest? And I think I gave another pattern for the, they do like a charter chapter pattern CD every year. And so if you are a member of a charter chapter, like Portland Lace Society or St. Louis Lacers or the Show Me Lace Makers, then you can borrow the pattern CD and you can borrow, you know, make whatever, all of the different patterns that are included on the CD. So I try to give a pattern every year. And I forget exactly which one I gave this year, but I did give a pattern this year. So that will be going out to the charter chapters, as I understand it anyhow. And they have a great lending library too, which is really nice because you can try out the books and borrow them, and then if you like one, you can go buy it. Sometimes they're out of print, so it's nice because at least you can borrow them and read the information and find out, I did not get that beaten correctly, there we go. And, you know, make the project or read the book, whatever it is, related to lace. So that's kind of nice too, that they have a lending library. Speaking of books, we are going to order a few more of those heirloom knitting books from England, from the Shetland Times. And so we're going to order some books in, and if you have been wanting one, then let us know. We can throw it up for pre-order so that your copy's reserved. But we are getting, I don't know, at least 10, I think, books. Or if there is a book that you would like from that Shetland Times bookshop that we don't carry yet, let us know, and I will see if I can get it in for you. Some other books are no longer in print, but some of them still are. So if you let Tina or I know, then we'll try to track the book down for you. Yes, this is tight. All right, good. Yeah, anyway, so we have books coming in there, and then Tina just put a bunch of books up that we got in from the Lace Guild from the UK. So, if you've been wanting a bobbin lace book, we're restocked on most of those. But in addition to that, I did order just 1 or 2 copies of the knitted lace. They're like, what is it? Knitted lace jewelry, I think. I think it's knitted lace jewelry book that they have. Oh, look, Ina's rubber ducky is down here. Here, ducky. There. Rubber ducky, right? All right, we'll put him on the table. That way she doesn't get mad at me. Let's see, what was I talking about? Oh yes, the jewelry. So make sure that if there's a book that you want and you can't find, let us know. We are reasonably good at tracking down books. Sometimes it's out of print and we just simply can't get it, but if it's one that we can get, you know, we'll try to get it. We'll try to bring it in for you, just like we do. Like Tina's DMC order, we had somebody that wanted some DMC, so we ordered that for her, and then we ordered a little extra for the shop. So it's always possible if you contact us that we can work with you to make it happen. What else is going on? I think Tina's almost done with all of her fairy rings cowls, and they were looking pretty darn cute. So if you haven't bought one of the cowl kits or check those out yet, then you might want to do that. Those are somewhat limited edition. We have a friend who dyes those for us, and I don't think that Tina and Laura were planning to dye too many sets of the yarn. So if you really like the yarn and you really like the colors, you better go get one now before they sell out. Well, I don't know that they're going to restock those once they sell out. Tina, maybe you could weigh in on that if you're still here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm just really tired today. I'm just really tired. Even though, so I've been doing this. Some mornings I brew my coffee, and then instead of stirring my honey in, which I use for sweetener, I've been putting a couple tablespoons of hot cocoa mix in instead, so that it's sweet enough, and it's like mocha coffee. Mocha coffee? I don't know. Anyway, and then I put milk in on top of that and warm it up. So I've been doing like sort of a mocha latte in the morning. I don't know. I think I might have to have another one this afternoon. But I don't know if I want a hot chocolate version again, or if I just want my usual honey. Avi actually talked me into switching to the honey, and I really like it. It was an excellent switch. So we put honey in our coffee in the mornings instead of sugar as a sweetener. Just something a little different. But it works, and I like it. It's quite tasty. So, anyway. Oh, man, I don't know if this is coming out nice. But at least it's getting done. I don't know. Have you ever seen those posts where they ask if you're a process or a product knitter? Or whatever. I think I'm more of a product person. I like the finished good. So the process is okay, but it's the satisfaction of watching it, you know, be knit like a sock, or woven like this scarf that I'm doing. I get much more satisfaction about seeing how much I have done than knowing that I still have more to do. So I think that makes me a product knitter or product crafter. How about you guys? Do you think you're more product or process? I don't know. Oh, and Tina says if you want the winter version of those fairy rings cowls in the blues and purples, they're almost gone. So that's something to keep in mind. Yes, and I'm almost done with this stick shuttle, and then I'll have to load it again, which is good. It means I've done a little bit of weaving. Oh yeah, see, I'm definitely the product. I'm like, okay, how much longer till I'm done? Yeah. That's probably also part of why I flit around from project to project. I can be a monogamous person, but for the most part I flit from project to project because I want it, you know, I like to make progress on them. And I'm definitely not a single project person. I have lots of projects going on. So, and Tina says she's definitely the process. You don't care if you ever finish it. Oh, no, I like the finished product. I like the finished product. For me, it's about that fun. And I actually kind of like the finishing process. I like to Kitchener. I like to, well, I don't really like to hem necessarily, but I like that once I have hemmed, I know that it's done when it comes to my sewing. So, yeah, I can see. What do I need to do? Do I need to tip it this way? Maybe. We'll try it like this. I'm still having an issue where I'm beating too heavily on the one side, and so it's causing my shed to angle a little bit. I'm trying to compensate for that. Yeah. See if that'll help. Loosen that up a bit. Oh yeah, I'm almost done. And perhaps then I will advance my warp and Let's see what I can get done. So anyway, yeah, I'm just like weaving along today. If you have questions about weaving, throw them out there. I may not know the answer, but I'm more than happy to go find out. And Kathy, you say you're more process. You love knitting for the sake of knitting, like potato chip knitting. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of why I started those socks, because I just did a, 1x1 or a knit one, purl one ribbed cuff, and then I'm just doing a plain stockinette leg. There's nothing fancy about them. But honestly, those are the socks that I like to wear best. I mean, I like creating patterns and doing fun stuff, but the socks that I tend to wear are just like the boring plain ones. I don't know if that's because I'm trying to save my good ones or if it's because I just like those better. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, Kathy, you definitely need to get one, because like I said, I don't think that they are planning to re-dye those colors. So once the colorway is gone, I think it's gone. And Tina can correct me if I am wrong, since she's hanging out with us today. Anyway, yeah, I've got enough. Well, that's exciting. I made it through the rest of my stick shuttle, so that's cool. I've taken to, I'll show you what I do when I'm getting a new shuttle ready. So I have taken to wrapping my yarn twice around my finger and making a loop that I then tie on to my stick, because then it doesn't come apart as easily. I can still get it off pretty easily. It doesn't come apart as easily then when I'm in my very last shed for my stick before I have to reload. And it seems to be easier for me to send it through the shed. Oh, I've got a knot. Oh well, I don't care. Just adds character. Now you know what I think about knots when it comes to weaving. Just adds character. So anyway, I need to do some more work in my garden, but it's so rainy and gray and dreary today that I just don't know that I'm going to go out and get more stuff planted. I have to get the zucchini and the squash and the melons and the cucumbers planted. I showed you guys my tomatoes on Monday. It's coming along very nicely. Those tomatoes are growing well, and my peppers are finally growing, although I don't know that I got them started early enough to where they'll produce nicely. I guess we'll see. And yeah, fairy rings are good practice because they're mohair silk. Honestly, they're nice little patterns. All three of them are fairly easy. There's like super simple, a little bit harder, and then slightly advanced. Ooh, that's 2 knots in the same section. That's not good. Usually we don't see a bunch of knots in our cotton yarn. This one might be a not so good ball. Good thing I got it, because I don't mind. I know how to deal with it. Some people get really upset about knots in their yarn, and as long as it's not a self-striping or it's, switching colors midway and making it look weird, I don't really care. You can always cut them out if they bother you. Just leave the tails and then weave your tails in. And I could have just cut and woven. I'm going to see though where the knots fall, and if they don't really, affect the overall balance of my project, I'm not going to worry about them. If they do, I'll just cut it and then I'll have a few more tails. It's really not a big deal to me. It's a huge deal to some people. It doesn't bother me. So anyhow, I'll have to go review that Monday video for what we're doing next Monday. I'm pretty sure that I said that we would look at some embroidery, and then we would do more Mediterranean knotted lace, and then more tatting. Is that what I said? Does anybody remember? So I don't have to go watch my video. I hate watching the videos of myself. I mean, I do it sometimes, but I don't like it. Oh well. All right, I think I have enough on my, I try not to overload my stick shuttle too much. I try to put like enough on to make it work, but not, you know, I've got enough there that I can load up one more stick shuttle and it'll be comfortable. So, and then I always try to make sure that I've got like enough sort of a slack on it that, and I have this thing where I have to wind my yarn up around the ball too. I can't help that. That's just like an OCD thing. All right, so because my tail is on this side for my previous stick shuttle, I'm gonna make sure that my tail's on this side for the new one. I always try to make sure that I don't stack my tails on the same side. That can create a lump, and we don't want lumps. So I just try to put it over on the opposite side. And then I'm just going to do a few sheds because I want to sort of lock this new stick shuttle in before I advance. You don't have to do that, it's just what I feel like doing. I need to have Tina send me some needle felting stuff too, because I like doing the needle felting. And Tina says she's taking embroidery tomorrow. She's talking embroidery tomorrow because she watched a Royal School of Embroidery lecture today that was, well, that's fun. Super fun. Yeah, super fun. So tune in tomorrow in your morning coffee, Tina. Is that when you're going to talk about it? I assume she'll either talk about it tomorrow or she'll talk about it Friday during her live. One of the two. Anyway, let's get it printed again. Oh. Yeah, I love those Kariki Press samplers that we carry. And if you are at all interested in embroidery, if you start with either the beginners or the intermediate, you learn a lot with them. They're really fun. They're pretty simple. And you get a cute little project when you're finished that honestly, you could like sew them all together into a bigger piece, or you could just frame them individually. I have, I've given some as gifts. I made one that I gave my mom because she loves cardinals, and so there was one that was this winter cardinal scene that was super cute. So I did that, and I was making the Halloween one, but then I needed to rip out the long and short stitch, I think, because it wasn't looking very good, and I still haven't done that. So maybe I'll rip out the long and short stitch so that we can work on that on Monday and play with it, because I still haven't finished it, which is kind of sad. But that happens to me. Do you have that problem too, where like you need to fix something so then you stop working on it because you don't want to face fixing it? And the longer that you wait, then the less you want to fix it because it seems like it's a bigger, more insurmountable task. And it's really not. If you would sit down and just take care of it, it's not that big a deal. But you like build it up in your head. That happens to me. I know it probably happens to other people as well, but it definitely happens to me. So I have not taken out the long and short stitch to fix it, because every time I thought about it, it just seemed like, you know, that much bigger of a deal, and I just didn't get it done. So, sort of like the knotted lace, I was really, I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to do more of it, and then, like, the farther away that I was from when I learned it, then the more intimidating it felt, and I'm so glad that I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to get my stuff out, and I'm just going to practice and try to remember what I have forgotten and just go for it, because I really like it, and it's fun, and it's like, it's not a big deal. It's okay. It's okay that I haven't done it for a few years and now I'm coming back to it. It's okay that I'm relearning the skills. Honestly, like throwing the loop around and making the knots came back to me like that. Probably within the first little sample, I'm like, oh yeah, that's how you do it. Oh, that's how you do it. And now I'm just like throwing those loops and making my little knots all over the place. And anyway, and I'm really excited that Elena agreed to do a video for us. So Tina, I don't know if you were here for that, but Elena is going to do a video for us. and I'll have to edit it down, but yeah, it should be super fun. I don't know, Tina, you might even want to join me. So I'm doing, and I'll send you the info, but I'm going to talk to her on what's my evening, but is her morning the following day. Anyway, I don't know if you want to be in part of the video or not. So I'll just mention it, throw it out there. I'll send you the details, Tina, and you know, because Ellen is so nice, and I'm really looking forward to talking to her, and I want to see her Tamari balls. They were super cool when I looked at them. Like, it's not something I want to do now. I don't know if I'll ever want to do it, but I want to see them, and I want to know about them because I find them very interesting. I find a lot of embroidery really interesting. It's not something that I necessarily want to do right this minute, but I like them. And like, I had a friend this last weekend at the rabbit show that gave me these little cross-stitch ornament things. I don't really cross-stitch anymore. I know how. It's just been a while. But I'm going to make them, and I'm going to send them back to her. Because why not? You know, why not? And she also sent me, I don't know, this could be a project. We could do this knit along or crochet along project together if somebody wants to help me. Where, like, her mom, I think it was her mom, always made them slippers every year for Christmas, and then they got tired of the slippers, but now her mom is gone and all the slippers are worn out, and now they really miss them. And anyway, I am going to try to recreate the slipper, the house slipper, which I think I crocheted one for my dad a while back, so I'm pretty sure that I have the pattern somewhere. But if not, I am just going to invent the pattern, crochet or knitting. But we could do that together. It could be fun. I told my friend Debbie that I would make her a pair. So I don't know. What do you think? Should we do like a slipper along? Maybe. The Tamari balls are just really cool embroidered. They're just like embroidered balls, essentially. I think. I don't know. We're gonna find out from Elena, and then we can always order more. Or maybe get her to teach a Zoom class with us. I don't know. I think I have it figured out, so we should be able to talk at what is her morning and my evening, I think. So we're going to try it. I'm going to attempt it, and hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully it'll work out really well. And if it does, then I just might like contact some of our other people and see if they want to do some like Zoom chat things, because you know, why not? So yeah, get us a photo of the slippers. You've already recreated 2 of the old style slipper patterns. Yeah, she sent me a picture, and honestly it looks very much like, I'm pretty sure I still have the pair that my dad gave me that had like giant holes in them that his grandmother had made for him out of, you know, acrylic that lasted forever, but eventually it wore through. And that is something I need to find. Tina, I gotta talk to you. I have to find either acrylic or an acrylic blend, because, you know, we don't really carry that, but that's what she needs for these slippers. So Tina, we might have to go yarn shopping. I'm so sorry, but we might have to go yarn shopping. At least it's inexpensive yarn. Yeah, for yarn to make these slippers. So yeah, that's definitely not good. We'll do it this way. Yeah. So that's kind of my plan, is I need to sort of get started on it and explore it, and then we can, you know, keep moving forward. And well, at least we already have an account with Universal, so that makes it a little bit easier. All right, I'm going to advance my work now because I've gone just far enough, I think. That's one thing that I do struggle with, is that I should really be advancing my work more often, but it's so hard because you get it all set up and you start weaving and you're like, I just want to keep weaving. I don't want to have to move and retension and do all that stuff. But it's really important that you do that. Another thing is you really gotta remember to put your thank you, Abby. That's, yes, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Drop it. Go get it. See, dog. You really have to remember to keep your pedal in the neutral position when you're advancing, because if you don't, it can really screw with your tension. So that's another thing that sometimes I forget. But yay, I made it. Oh, there's another piece of my backing. Yay, another piece of the backing gone. So that means I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I'm 5 pieces in. Hot diggity. I am making progress. That means I've only got like, I think I only have 2 more pieces. So light at the end of the tunnel. Eventually I'm going to get this finished. Now I'm like, why did I warp this so long? But hopefully in 2 Wednesdays, I will have this finished and we can talk about hemming and how I decide to do that, and then we will plan a new project. And I want to use some hand spun and you know, maybe Tina, maybe I should get a hand dyed skein from you, something that you've been doing for the Black Sheep, like hand dyed luxury fiber stuff, and we should throw that in as the warp, and then I could use hand spun for the weft, and it would be super pretty. That might work, maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about this and collaborate a little. And needle felting, like you thinking, oh yeah, I should do some needle felting. It's been a while, you know. Tina, you haven't done needle felting for a while. You should make something cute and tiny and easy, something springy for Mother's Day, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Small things, small projects, really helpful. Big projects, they take too long right now, especially with Ina. Yeah. I don't know. There's all kinds of things that I need to make. There's all kinds of things. Never enough time. Just never enough time to get it all done, right? Grand plans. And I make lists. I make a lot of lists. And yet, then I like put them down and I lose them now. I used to be really good about like finishing lists, carrying them around. Not as much anymore. Not as much anymore. All right, peoples. I'm going to let you go because I'm pretty sure I've been on a while. Oh yeah, I've been on a while. So don't forget to keep posting for your year of self-care. You can post to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Just post, tag us. You have to tag us so that we know that you've posted. So either Black Sheep Fiber Emporium or BSFE, so that we can enter you in the prize for the month. Because remember, we do a monthly prize, and this month it's all about tools. So go grab yourself a super cute needle minder, or a needle threader, or a shuttle, or some nice new knitting needles, maybe? I don't know, a little something. Or make yourself something, that counts too. And, you know, tell us about what you're buying or what you are making, and that also includes like what you're stitching. Share what you're stitching. We love seeing that stuff. And it's almost the end of the month. Today's the 28th, so you have today and 2 more days to enter for the April monthly contest. And we don't have a ton of entries every month, so there's a pretty good chance you might win if you just keep entering. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, just throwing that out there. Oh, we have 99 followers on YouTube as well, so 1 more follower. And Tina is giving away a sashiko kit and 2 coasters that she made to one of the followers. Or, yeah, to one of the followers? Well, whatever she decides. We like giving stuff away. It's fun. So, anyway, make sure that you're headed over to blacksheepfiberemporium.com for all your shopping needs and to check out our Year of Self-Care info. Share it with your friends. Tell them about it. Everybody's welcome. It's a free thing. We're just kind of doing it because it's fun and we like it. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Physically distance as much as you can. Try not to go out. Blah, blah, blah. Get your vaccine. I need to look into that again because I think I might finally be able to get one here in Missouri, and the appointments might finally be opening up more. Anyway, and until Monday for me. But don't forget, Tina's on this Friday. Until Monday for me. You know, take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, craftually. Just make sure that you're doing a little bit of crafting every single day. Even if it's just 5 minutes, just something, a little something for your own mental health. So, I will see you all on Monday, but don't forget that Tina does her nice little coffee with Tina chats most mornings, definitely enough mornings, and she also has her Friday chats. So if you're missing me, you can check out Tina's chat on Friday. So I will see you next Monday. I think we're doing embroidery, but I will throw the event up just in case so that you know what to expect. Bye, guys.